It was an amazing experience.
Everyone's crushing it. I love it.
So I didn't really expect it to be as deep and releasing and as profound as it was. I feel very aligned with SOMA Breath. As time went on, the releases got deeper and deeper naturally, because the work that we were doing became deeper.
There's just something so powerful when people come together in a community, and that's the one thing I love about the SOMA is you can do an individual practice in your own home, these 21-day practices, but to really come together as a group and breathe and feel that support. It's almost like you catch the wave of the person next to you. And as we all began to breathe together, I felt the support of community holding me up in spaces where I realized I had really been standing alone.
It brings you closer to yourself. It brings you closer to what life is all about. It brings you closer to people that you might never have met.
I've never done anything like that before. But this was amazing. I recommend this to everybody who wants to just dance, liberate, just be free and enjoy.
A sense of peace, just a calmness that after I do this, that didn't exist before.
Coming to a retreat like this is self-respect. Even if you feel as though you don't love yourself or you don't like yourself as much, if you sign up to a retreat like this, it means that somewhere in your mind and your soul, there is a sense of self-love.
Hello, everyone. Oh my God, let's breathe together. Please take a big inhale through our nose because I have to admit, like 200 people at once in this amazing meeting today. So, this is so overwhelming, amazing. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for tuning in into this very special Sunday session with the community with Niraj itself. My name is Claudia. For people who never saw me before, I am in Chile, South America. I'm a master transformational coach and mentor for almost 5 years already, and I'm a retreat leader. I'm also an entrepreneur, and I will be your host today. So please, before we start, I want to say hello to the YouTube people. People in YouTube, please, you have the link of the Zoom right there in your comment, in the comments. So please just click there, click the link and be with us live, because here's when you will be able to interact with everyone and maybe, why not, with Niraj itself. So welcome again. Welcome people from YouTube. Guys, we are almost 350 people in this room. Woo, this is such amazing energy or everywhere, because we have people from London. Let me know where you're coming from. We have people from Florida, Spain, hola. We have people from Italy. Hello, hello. Where are you coming from today? Let me know. Where are you living? France, Sweden, Arkansas, Buffalo, New York, Massachusetts. Oh, Greece. I will be in Athens in April. I'm so excited. New York, Denmark, welcome. London again, London. Oh my God. Washington, Tennessee, Croatia. Oh gosh. Welcome everyone again. We have every people in all over the world tuning into this incredible SOMA session today. Let me know, guys, from 0 to 11. This is our, thermostat. How are you feeling today? 11 is like super high. 0 is like, right? Like, oh, please. Okay, we have a 4, 6, 9, a 10, 11. Okay, 5, 8, 80. Wow. 10, 4. Okay, so we have the whole thing. People like are feeling like not that good, and people that are feeling super high. Let me know, people who are already in the community for a long time. We know that we call ourselves SOMIs, right? So let me just write down in the chat SOMI if you are a regular, like you always are in Sunday session, or you are maybe navigating the course, you are part of the app, maybe the SOMA Breath app. We are breathing together every single week. SOMI, 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 SOMI. Oh my God, we have so many SOMIs. SOMIs, welcome again to this incredible session. And if you are new, write down new. You never hear from Niraj. Who is this Niraj person, right? Who is this SOMA Breath movement? New. We have a lot of new. Welcome, guys. Welcome to the new people who are in the community. You will see that this is the first of a good relationship, guys, let me say. A very long marriage. If you're coming here today new, you will never left. Because this is about community. Community is the cure, right? Community is the cure. Okay, so let me know in the chat if you're ready to breathe and get rich. This is a session about breathe and get rich. Just, write down rich and start feeling the vibe of this session today with the founder of SOMA Breath. Let me give you a little bit about my own experience with abundance and money, guys, and really feeling rich. When I was 48 is when I joined this program. I was navigating and struggling with a hysterectomy. I was really disconnected from my body. I was suffering for all the menopause symptoms that you can even imagine. I'm also an energy healer and a flower medicine therapist. So I was trying to use everything that I knew in that moment. Nothing was really working with my body connection with the Soma within, right? Until, of course, I found out a daily dose, and I did a 20-minute Soma breath work, and my life changed from that moment. I was feeling so incredible good that then just jumped to the program. I just jumped to become an instructor. I really wanted to really understand why I was feeling this incredible inside, right? So in the beginning, it was about health. I wanted to really feel better and healthier. And I wanted to hack menopause naturally. I didn't want to take any hormone replacement. I didn't want to take anything outside of my inner pharmacy. So that is why, SOMA Breath is it is my life jacket. Every single day I breathe. So I was getting better and better and better. And then magically, my thoughts start changing. Now that I'm feeling great, I'm feeling a lot of energy. I started to really thinking differently. I was thinking about, I was thinking big. I was really connected with my desires, with my goals, with my dreams. And I feel this incredible force of being so certain, so secure about my mission. My purpose is to help women to embrace the power within with this beautiful technique. And I just want to help more women over the world. So I just, transcend my fears about technology. I transcend my fears to go to places that I never, ever been before. I traveled to Europe. I went to SOMA Breath retreats. I was, feeling much more stronger, much better, much more, these big dreams. I learned how to manifest. I learned how to control my nervous system to feel comfortable being rich and abundant. And here I am, helping women all over the world, leading retreats all over the world, and helping women in my country as well, doing workshops, being invited to Finance Summit. I never thought in my life that I was being able to, talk to women who want to think differently about money. I was being invited to different workshops. So it is possible, guys. That is why I am so honored and so happy to introduce this session to you. Before we start, people who are new, all the new is here today. You need to download the app. Be part of the SOMA Breath app. There's when you are really get deeper into the technique, into breathing every day with different instructors live. We have different kind of instructors guiding live sessions every week. You have so many techniques there, breathwork journeys, short breathworks, pharmacy, music to dance as well. Because if you're here, if you're new, you will get super, super curious about what is music for us. What is this LOVE vibration that, of course, Niraj is going to explain to us. Okay, guys, say no more. Hope that you get super curious and excited. And let's just like breathe again fully in. And let's squeeze all the muscles of our body. Feel that energy and then relax with a sigh of relaxation through your mouth. Very well. So now I am trying to find Niraj. There you go. I found you. Hello, my friend. You're already pinned.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes.
How's the sound? The audio is okay?
Kind of low, maybe it's too low. If you can
Make it louder. How's it now?
Yeah, louder.
Louder than
Better.
this? Is that better? Louder? How's that?
Yeah,
Better?
that's better.
Okay, perfect. All right. Is that better? How's that? If I go a bit closer, how's that? All right.
Yes.
Because I'm in a apartment in Dubai, and this is the best we got right now. Like, it's a bit echoey, like this.
Yes.
But better like this, right? Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Very well.
Is that better? Yep. Someone saying better? Okay. Cool. All right. So, welcome everyone. Yes, this is actually the title of this special talk, which looks like it's quite popular, 400 people already, is Breathe and Grow Rich with Peace of Mind. Okay, that's an important piece to this statement, because it's actually not that difficult to get rich. I'll tell you, I'll give you a bit of my story, but it's easier than we have been kind of educated and told it is. But getting rich with peace of mind is the hard one, right? And I'm in a country right now called, well, it's not country, it's the UAE, and I'm in one of the big cities here called Dubai, right? Anyone here been to Dubai before? Do you want to let us know in the chat? A few of you been here? 13 years? Fantastic. Wow. So some of you living here. Great. You have to come to one of our community events. For sure. Okay. So I just want to double check. Some of you are saying it's not loud enough. Just want to make sure. How is it for you now? Claudia?
I can hear well you. I can hear
Yeah,
well.
you can hear me fine?
It's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, good stuff. Now, perfect. All right. Okay, cool.
Yes.
So, so Dubai is a very, very interesting place. Okay, so I came here in 2004. I was a very different person, and this place was a few massive skyscrapers. They hadn't built the Burj Khalifa yet, which is the biggest skyscraper in the world. And back then, I had this vision of my own of potentially coming here because I saw the potential, like actually moving here long term. But I actually got swept away on another whole journey in that time, and this is the journey that actually has got me to SOMA Breath. Like, if I'd come to Dubai back then, I would have been a very different person. So fate brought me here many years later, right? And now it's a whole different place, right? And actually, I was always a bit apprehensive of Dubai because I live in Ibiza, right? I live on an island, and before that I lived in Thailand. And, you know, I'm not a very materialistic kind of person. I'm not a big fan of cities. So I was a little bit apprehensive of coming to Dubai. And one of the reasons I came here is because about 2 years ago, no, it was actually last year, I came to a Mind Valley event. And there was a guy called Ian who came up to me, who told me that he had managed to create 1,000 people plus community here in Dubai where people come every week to do SOMA Breath sessions at his place. He had to get a bigger place because he ran out of space, and they do ice baths and cacao ceremonies, all this stuff. And all he did was use my YouTube videos, right? People would come and breathe to these YouTube videos. He said it saved so many people's sanity in the city during COVID. It turned into a movement, right? And now this whole thing's grown into something incredible. So I was like, wait a minute, there's something going on in Dubai. And when I came back, I realized that there is so much opportunity here and abundance. And like, it blows my mind. Now, actually, I really want to leave Ibiza and come here, right? It's one of the most exciting places on the planet right now. Just in terms of the fact that, imagine all of the most incredible, intelligent, world-class entrepreneurs, scientists, creatives have in their droves escaped other cities and countries like London, like Spain, like US, like all these countries that are kind of, becoming a difficult places to live, right? Especially if you're an entrepreneur or creative. And they are all moving in their droves to Dubai because here they have much better tax benefits. Everything works, they function. It has a benevolent dictatorship where the actual leader of the place really cares for the people and really looks after them. And, everything functions efficiently. And because of this, just imagine if you get a melting pot of people coming and living here that are all optimistic about life. They all want to make this world a better place. They all want to co-create. There's no alcohol. Like alcohol's is here, but it's not like a big thing, right? It's not like you don't see people drunk in the streets getting into fights. It's like a different kind of culture here. It's a very wellness-centric culture. There's paddle courts all over the place. It's crazy. There's people going for crazy runs, like 10-kilometer runs every morning. But there's loads of these groups. This is like a very optimistic, like self-love, like society, where people are really love life. They're in love with life. So this is a perfect place for someone like myself, right? Who's an entrepreneur at heart. But I never used to be this kind of person, all right? And I just want to check in with people, like, and you can be as open and honest about this as well, right? Like, back in, in my 20s, so we're talking the 2000s, I was on a scale, if I was to talk about abundance, like in terms of happiness of how abundant I was, and how rich I actually was, wealthy. Let's just change the word rich to abundant, right? Because sometimes rich has this negative connotation, but actually rich just means being abundant. Rich in happiness, rich in friendships, rich in relationships, rich in money, right? And energy and vitality, right? Let's just say that's the definition of rich here, right? I was on like a 3 out of 10. Okay, I was a pharmacist. I had a safe, secure job, right? I had a nice car, but I was living just above broke. I had, loads of bills, student loans to pay off, high rents and all this. And my income as a pharmacist only just gave me a little bit more than I spent, like, and sometimes less, right? So, sometimes I'd go into debt and get credit card bills and stuff. So on a scale of 0 to 10, where are you right now, would you say, in your level of happiness, of your level of abundance? Like, how content with your level of abundance are you, right? Okay, a 1, 5. So back then I was like a 3. I was not happy with my job, my money, my bank balance, my the amount of friends I had, relationships, or anything. I was miserable. There were times when it got better, but on the whole, it was around an average of a 3. Now, I would say I'm like on an 8 or 9. Okay, I've gone up the scale. I wouldn't say 10 yet because I've seen what beyond 10 looks like in Dubai. There's people here on a way off the scale of 0 to 10, like ridiculous amounts of abundance. It's crazy. But okay, that's abundance. But there's another aspect I want to add to this. On a scale of 0 to 10, 0 is the least peace of mind that you have right now, and 10 is the most peace of mind you've had in your life. Where are you on a scale of 0 to 10 when it comes to peace of mind, like contentment, like just a peace with life, with your finances, with people, relationships? Okay. Wow. There's some good scores and some pretty average scores. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Thank you for sharing. So it looks like everyone here has some room for improvement on both aspects. So my level of peace of mind is, I would say, 7 out of 10. Okay? Like, because I've seen Zen masters, right? I've seen world, like kind of like experts of like getting into Zen and peace and contentment. I've lived with Babas who live in the jungle. They don't need anything, right? They just live in the jungle. That's not going to bring me personally peace of mind, living in the jungle in a banyan tree, under a banyan tree. But I've done that. I've did it for a bit time. Wasn't for me. But for me right now on the scale of contentment, I am around 7. Okay, and in terms of abundance, around similar, 7, 8. Right? But I know now that I'm very on the path to getting 9s out of 10, 10 out of 10, right? And I've gone way off the scale, right, in terms of peace of mind, because before I would say I had a 1 out of 10 peace of mind, right? I've come a long way. So I've seen the transformation, I've been through it. And I've seen this also with instructors who do SOMA Breath, right? I've seen their changes. I've seen the growth they've gone through. I've seen their level of contentment with what they do now versus what they did before, and also the level of abundance, right? So I've seen this transformation, not just in myself, but my own clients and lots of people in our SOMA Breath community, right? But as I've come to Dubai, what I've actually met quite a lot of now is billionaires, right? Believe it or not, and very high, ultra high net worth people. Some of them become friends of mine, some of them are like clients of mine. And there's something that they lack. Okay, and that's why they come to me. And that is that peace of mind. So they have all the money. They actually have too many like connections and friendships and all this stuff. And sometimes they're not really their friends, these people that they surround themselves with. So they lack the peace of mind. And there's nothing worse than that, having it all, but having no peace of mind, right? Because you've not really got it all. You might have all the material stuff, but you're lacking in the spiritual stuff, right? But I've also met some amazing, very, very wealthy people here who do have peace of mind, who are doing incredible things to the planet, creating massive contribution, running huge, charities and giving back so much to the planet, and they've gone through it all. I've met a billionaire who lost everything, right? He had $1 billion, went to 0, but built it all back up again. And these are the people I'm now starting to surround myself with, people who are just rocking it, like when it comes to getting wealthy, but also with peace of mind. So my network has changed, everything has shifted. As I've grown, my mastermind group, my network has grown too, which is fantastic, right? It's amazing. So what I want to be able to do is give back some of my insights. And I want to teach you as well some of the things that I've been teaching to these clients to give them peace of mind, to help them. Because it's not something in the mind. You don't achieve peace of mind through the mind, okay? In the philosophies that we teach in SOMA Breath, You control the mind through the body, the soma, right? And there's things that you're doing every single day that if you just change it slightly, it could totally transform not just your level of peace, but also how much abundance you get, okay? And how easily you attract the things you really want into your life, okay? So, you know, I'm really blessed right now with SOMA Breath, building this incredible community. And one of the biggest blocks I had, right, growing up, was my relationship with my own mum. And we're going to be talking about something deep here, because you're going to learn stuff today that you're not going to hear in like the normal kind of law of attraction type courses and all this usual shit that people teach you. Now we're going to go really deep, and I'll tell you what, your relationship with your mum, believe it or not, whether she's dead or alive, has a lot to do with your level of abundance. Okay, you won't believe it, all right? But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to explain. Now, I had a very up and down relationship with my mum, okay? And Indian parents, they always want the best for you, right? But the immigrants who moved to England, they had to survive, right? They came into a world where they were like the few brown people in a very, English white community. So, obviously they integrated to a degree, but at the beginning it was quite tough. There's a lot of racism, but they worked really hard. They educated themselves. They climbed up the ladder, and they studied, and they wanted the best for their kids. Now the problem with that is that they then have the same kind of habits that they pass on that they went through, right? So what they know is what they know. What they don't know, they don't know. But so what they have is this drive for security, right? They're very averse to risk taking. They're wanting to get a good job. They want to get secure, go to university, study, do all that stuff, right? So I did all that, and I was miserable, absolutely miserable. And I always felt like I disappointed my parents, especially my mum, right? Never felt like I maybe was the pearl in her eyes that she wanted me to be. I broke all the rules. I was completely the black sheep in the family, and I went down my own path, right? Even though I became a pharmacist, I still, I ran a massive rave. I went into crazy hedonism. I had like a wild childhood, right? But now my mum is here with me. She's in the room next door, and completely healed that relationship. And I'm getting an expenses paid holiday in Sri Lanka, and a top world-class Ayurvedic center by the owner of it, because she's a big SOMA Breath fan. And I'm taking my mum. So she's going to get a whole week in state-of-the-art wellness resort in Sri Lanka in a couple of weeks. So for me, that's a huge milestone for me to be able to take my mum and do that, right? It's like a massive achievement. And that gives me peace of mind, right? That I'm able to do that now. And I've healed this relationship with my mum. Now, why is that important, your relationship with your mum? Because this is your first imprint. Your relationship with your mum is the first level of programming that you get installed with, right? Okay? Now, hear me out on this. So imagine that you are like a computer, a biological computer, okay? With a human side to you and a soul, right? Now, your hardware is your body, your soma, right? And that comes with DNA, genetics, and it has consciousness of your cells, okay? And this comes with like a logic board of hardwired programming that has programmed you, right, with ancestral programming, as well as like imprints that happen while you're in the womb and then when you're born. And then the first imprints, because when you're born, you're basically like a reptilian brain with a bit of a mammalian brain. You haven't formed any kind of real consciousness yet, like an adult would, right? But you're very much in your reptilian brain, the most primal part of your brain. And this is where you are, you get your sense of what's safe and unsafe in the world, right? So if there's a trauma that happens in your birth, and if that trauma happens in the womb, So maybe your mum was in a hostile environment. Maybe there was a lot of tension between your mum and dad. Maybe your mum had a very serious complication at birth, and you were born into a lot of stress and trauma, right? All of these things will impact your safety, right, program, your survival imprint of how you see the world, safe or unsafe, okay? And this will determine a lot of how you decide things in life, what you choose to do later on, okay? But what also it imprints is the first nurture. So when you're breastfed for the first time, okay, this will create a sense of safety. Now, if you're taken away from your mum at birth, if you're not breastfed properly, if you don't have that imprinting, that time, and this could be because of medical complications, it may not be anything to do with your mum. This can also create some trauma, right? Some pretty serious trauma. And then, like, if you are taken away from your mum, like let's say when you're born, you get taken away. This can also create this imprint where there's fear. You're programmed with fear that the world can't be trusted, the universe doesn't have your back. Okay, these are the sorts of programs can start forming. An overarching sense of anxiety and paralysis when you need to take action on stuff. And this can also, in the future, play out as procrastination, as staying safe, staying really safe, not venturing out, not taking any risks, not wanting to grow because growth means danger. Okay, all of these things can start to happen. But then, next, when you start to grow up, because your mother imprint's so strong to you, okay, and this is another reason why, your mitochondria is where you produce energy in every cell of your body. This is how you produce ATP energy, and it's produced by breathing, right? Oxygen burns with fuel to create a fire. In a fire, produces life force. Now, the genetics of your mitochondria is different from that of your normal cells. And this genetic code is passed down from the mother. So your mitochondrial DNA is passed on from your mother. That's interesting. So how you produce energy has more to do with your mum than anything else. And that's why your vibe is quite connected to your mother's. Your energy, your vibe. And certain parts of your personality to do with energy and vibe and emotion will be linked to your mum. And now, this is where the problem comes in. If over time, you don't have your mum's approval, right? If there's a fight, if you fall out with your mum, if you don't talk to your mum, or if she dies suddenly and she's gone, right? Right, because something happens. This can create serious internal trauma to the nervous system. And this can play out later on, right, with addictions, serious, like kind of dysfunctional patterns, self-sabotage, self-destruction. And all of these things will then influence your ability to manifest, create abundance, and especially to get rich with peace of mind. Because often you may get rich still, you might still make loads of money, but you might just destroy yourself in the process, okay? Because you haven't healed this first trauma that happens at birth. Now, here's the other problem with life in general. Every single person, okay, mostly is born in a pretty intense way, right? There's hopefully there's rare exceptions here. There may be those who weren't born in a hospital, they were born in a natural birth. So I was really into this stuff. I got really deep into this. I wanted to make sure my daughter was born in a natural birth in a hot tub in a pool, right? In our house by doulas. That's what happened. She was born to the soundtrack of music I produced for like 14 years that played on loop. I had 4-hour playlist of this ambient, shamanic, spiritual music I produced. And it was the most beautiful, magical time because I wanted her to be born in this beautiful way, right? To avoid this. Now, if anyone wants to be a little bit open here and vulnerable, has anyone, who here has been through a birth in a hospital? Like probably most people were born in hospital. Yeah. So just being born in a hospital is traumatic, because hospitals, unfortunately, are cold, clinical, sterile places, right? And it's not the best. And then in some places, they start jabbing you with vaccines on the first day you're born, right? Which is even more crazy, right? So humans are born in a traumatic way. Okay, now here's the good news. So here's the good news. Again, I'm seeing there's a lot of people, resonating with this. So here's the good news. Breathwork can rewire this trauma, right? It can reprogram you. It can give you a whole new lease of life. And we're going to be doing a breath session in a moment, right? That can help rewire these early patterns. They have then programmed you with belief systems that will then affect your ability to become abundant with peace of mind. Okay, so we're going to be doing a whole one dedicated to money, to help you become a money magnet. Okay, that's what this is about. So we're going to do that very shortly. But let's just talk a little bit now about how we rewire this stuff. So we get born with an operating system, okay, which is installed onto us. So this is where the programs come in. So some of it's in your hardware. These are the very hard ones to shift. But the operating system is the mind that gets programmed by the external world, right? By your friends, teachers, parents, society, the books you read, religion, politicians, all this stuff, adverts, media, and social media now. And this is what develops over time your belief systems, your idea of what's safe. Unsafe is the early one, but your level of significance that you want, growth. And there are 5 fundamental human needs, or you could say there's 6, right, that we all need, that are based on these programs that we're installed with. And these all are related to money. So it's you get programmed with belief systems around what's your level of certainty that you need in your life. That's the first one, right? So security. Okay, then uncertainty, variety, right? So you get programmed with these values and belief systems early on. Then significance. Okay, these are the primary drivers. So survival at all costs, right? Needing variety, things to be different, and surprises, but then significance, right? Level of significance. Okay, and then there is love, and then contribution, right? So these are like human needs that people need that we're programmed with desires and belief systems we're programmed with. And we all have different ones, okay? Usually what we do is we go through a big exercise on this, but I just want you to be aware of these needs that drive us, okay? And your level of abundance is dependent on these needs. So some people really need security in their life. They need everything to be safe. Now I'll tell you what, if you really want to make a lot of abundance and be wealthy, one way is to go and get a job, right? And work your way up a corporation. Okay, that's one way. But you give away sometimes 50% of your money to the tax man, okay, or more. Some places 70%. All right, but if you want to be really abundant, you've got to take some risks, okay? And they're the entrepreneurs, they're the creatives. They're the people who are ready to try something new, create something out of nothing, okay? So these are some of the skills you can develop if you really want to become abundant. The other thing is maybe you've got a lot of money inherited, then you need to learn how to invest that money, okay? But not everyone is fortunate to have that. So you need a healthy level of uncertainty, risk-taking in your life, okay? To become abundant, right? But then some people don't have this need to be significant. Now, significant can also destroy people, this need for significance, to be like, and this can also affect your level of peace of mind. So some people need to be on stage in front of thousands of people, okay, and they have a lot of ambition because of that. Others don't even want to be the one seen in a room, okay. They're the ones who hide in the corner. They don't really have such high self-esteem, and your level of significance right? Importance, like value for your life. This is important as well. If you want to create abundance, right, real abundance, you've got to want to do something that kind of makes you feel like you've done something for the planet, that makes you feel, gives you self-esteem, right? So we need this. We need a level of significance that is going to lead you towards money, right? And then love, okay? Now we're getting to the realms of peace of mind. So a lot of people, they have these three things who are entrepreneurs and they make a lot of money, right? There are a lot of entrepreneurs who make shit tons of money, right? But what they lack then is some of the higher values, the spiritual values of love, right? Community and contribution at the top, which is your spiritual kind of level, right? Purpose, meaning, value, giving back, right? Now, once you have all those 5 needs met, okay, you generally get abundant, if you have them healthy, abundance with peace of mind, okay? Now, when you lack, right, wanting to have community, because community is the real thing that makes you live a long time, right? Community is the cure. So if you look at all the longevity studies, the blue zone studies, the longest living people on the planet, the happiest people are generally the ones with a strong social circle, where they feel like they're doing something valuable and they have respect into their old age. Now, in other societies, and I see this in England, older people are kind of just cast away, right? They're not valued so much. They're disconnected, they don't even hang out with their kids anymore. And this is horrible, right? They don't have peace of mind. And there's a lot of people who are old, who've got a lot of money, who have it all. They have a lot of abundance, but they never see their kids. And they're just all about the first 3 things, and they never give back. And they're just in depression, okay? And often what happens as well with entrepreneurs is that they make a lot of money, but then they plateau and they get depressed and they self-sabotage and destroy themselves, right? Is because they forgot about love and contribution and giving back, right? And doing something meaningful. Now, what the golden ticket is, and this is why I'm so blessed, okay, is when you can create a vehicle for abundance where the product is giving back in some way. That's profoundly changing people's lives. I've been so blessed that I've been given, by the grace of God or the high mighty universe, SOMA Breath, right, as a tool, as a method that transforms people's lives. And what it does is it upgrades you at a cellular level, your energy, your vibe, right, and mitochondrial level. Now, if you want to learn more of that science, go to the app, go to the Breathworks challenge, go on there, you'll learn all about that. But your mitochondria is your vibe, your energy. It's a life force, okay? You need that functioning well. If you do the SOMA Breath sessions, and we're going to do one right now, regularly, every day, okay? You can check in and do a daily dose. You can do an instructor class on the app, all right? Getting that daily dose of intermittent hypoxia will amplify the health of your cells, your energy, your ability to attract and manifest, because it changes your state. It makes you feel awesome every day. And then you start to attract things into your life through abundance with peace of mind, okay? So we work on that level of mitochondria. But then we also use neurosomatic programming to uncover belief systems that are outdated, to take away thought viruses, and to install positive programs that leads you towards what you really want, okay? So we have this complete modality of SOMA Breath with these powerful practices that we do through things like dance, movement, shaking, breathing together that creates community. All of you are like a tribe of like-minded people. I'm surrounded by amazing friends, and wherever I go in the world now, I have SOMIs in different countries that want to hang out. I love it. So what I've managed to do is create a vehicle for abundance that ticks all those 5 boxes, okay, those needs, and also makes a decent income, which is great, and creates value and contribution to the world. So what I want you to start thinking is now, like, a little bit of how I got, we'll talk about that after the session. I'm going to tell you my journey a little bit after this session of how I went from being depressed, stressed, hating my life, and broke, and sick, and a bit stupid, which is probably the worst combination could be, right, for abundance, to totally changing that, right? And it starts with what we're about to do now. So what we're going to do now is a breathwork session, okay, to install the money magnet belief system into you, whilst also helping you upgrade your mitochondria, okay? So we're working on both hardware and software, right? And through this, it's going to hopefully awaken you to more clarity about what it is you want to create and how you want to give back and contribute. And also what it does, because of the breath retentions, it helps to rewire this birth trauma, to reinstall the right programs that may have been corrupted from that early experiences of life. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. It's like a kind of a slate cleaning, right? A defrag and a reinstallation. All right. So let me now teach you how to do the practice, and then we'll discuss. We'll go deep. We'll spend some time going deep on this and breaking down exactly what you went through. And we'll talk to some of you, and we'll go through a bit of a hot seat of people. I'll bring you on live, and we can ask questions, and we can go through some examples of how it can help you to get some level of abundance in your own life. Okay? Sounds good? All right. Okay, so what I need you to do is make sure you pay attention to these simple instructions. It's a 40-minute session, okay? 40-minute session, and then we'll go on for about 30 minutes more after that, okay? So what I need you to do is all pay close attention to these instructions. So you can do this lying down or sitting up, okay? And what I want you to do is make it very simple. You're just going to breathe in through your nose on the count. But as you breathe in, you're going to contract up the sphincter muscles, the pelvic floor, breathing in. Don't worry about sticking your belly out or anything like that. You're just breathing in as though you're breathing in through the sphincter, contracting up. And then breathe out through your mouth like this, breathing in. And then breathing out. So breathing in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. And then take a deep breath in. And then breathe all the air out. Hold your breath after full exhalation. And completely relax. And let your chin drop to your chest. If you're lying down, just completely relax. And you just hold your breath. And this is the moment of stillness. This is where the defrag happens. Okay? And you're going to hold your breath to your maximum possible effort. And when you cannot hold it any longer, at that point, you can shrug your shoulders a little bit. You can move like this. You can swallow. This will help you hold it a little bit longer. You can even count down in your mind, 10 to 0 in your mind. And then when you cannot possibly hold it any longer and you get that really big urge to breathe, you breathe in. Hold your breath in. And you hold your breath in on the inhale, and then you hum. Hum. That's right. Everyone got the hang of that? So rhythmic breathing. Okay, what were we supposed to do with the pelvis? You contract up the sphincter or your pelvic floor and let go on the exhale. So it's like a bliss pump. Breathing in and letting go on the exhale to the rhythm of the music, okay? Then you hold your breath when instructed on the exhale and then on the inhale. And then you hum at the end. And you're just going to follow along with the guide instructions and track, okay? Now, one thing, so I developed this methodology after spending 7 days and 7 nights in complete darkness. Okay, I'm going to talk to you about what that was all about at the end of the session and why that's meaningful to this whole experience you're going through, because I had to go through some serious inner work to rewire this early imprints I'm talking about. And I reached a certain level of abundance and plateaued. But it was after going through this experience that the hockey stick slope went like that and everything transformed. That's why I really believe that you've got to be fully engrossed in this to get the most out of it. Because what I had to do was take everything I learned from that darkness retreat experience, all the tantric work that I did with all the tantrikas in Thailand and so on and so forth, and put it into a system, a modality where you could just breathe, follow along and do it like this. So this is what I'm going to bring to you, the most powerful money mindset, money magnet session, neurosomatic program. So I invite you to get comfortable now. And just let me know, are you ready to do this? Yep. You ready to go deep? It's going to be very powerful. Your life may never be the same way again after this. Let me say, it will never be the same way again. Okay? It's going to transform. I believe it. And it all starts with this. Okay? It all starts with breaking these early imprints. That's when the magic happens. Okay. So, let's do this. So let's begin. Let's begin by sitting comfortably in an upright position or lying down on your back in a place where you won't be disturbed. Now, close your eyes and become fully present with the sound, as though the sound is all that exists in this special now moment. That's right. And let the sound of my voice be the guide on your journey. A journey into becoming a money magnet, attracting financial freedom, security, and wealth effortlessly into your life. Imagine achieving financial abundance, freedom from stress, and living a life of purpose and prosperity. That's right. So feel your body beginning to relax and notice how your jaw loosens. The muscles in your face become more relaxed. Your tongue becomes more relaxed. Notice how the waves of relaxation start to flow from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. That's right. With each breath you take and with every beat of your heart, allow yourself to go deeper and deeper into that state of blissful relaxation. Feeling that relaxation expanding and deepening, guiding you into a state of profound peace and safety. Now, bring your awareness to your breath as you breathe in and out. That's right. On your next inhale, take a deep breath in, hold, squeeze the muscles in your body, and then gently let go, releasing any tension from the body, becoming even more relaxed. Once again, take a deep breath in, squeeze the muscles in your body, and then gently let go with a sigh of good feelings. Now imagine there's a movie playing in your mind, a movie where you see yourself as someone who effortlessly attracts money and wealth into their life. Imagine yourself achieving financial freedom. What does that look like? Picture yourself living a life where money flows to you easily and abundantly. See yourself waking up every day knowing that financial opportunities are constantly coming your way. You are in control of your financial destiny. What would you see in this life of financial success? Are you traveling to your dream destinations? Living in your ideal home? Feel the comfort of knowing that all your needs are taken care of, and more. What would you hear in this movie? Maybe it's the sound of deals closing, your bank account growing, or even joyful conversations about the exciting opportunities that are coming your way. What would you feel as you live this life of financial abundance? Tune in to the feelings of security, peace, and excitement that come from being financially empowered. See what you'd see, feel what you'd feel, hear what you'd hear if you're living and breathing that life right now. Imagine how your life would change if you could embody this money magnet mindset every single day. Imagine the sense of empowerment, of freedom, and the confidence that comes with no Picture how your financial success improves the lives of those around you, your family, your friends, or your community. How are they affected by your newfound abundance? How does your success uplift and inspire others? Step into this movie as though it's happening right now. That's right. Imagine this is the greatest movie of your life, and you are the director. Start to turn up the dial on the vividness of this movie. Make the colors brighter, the sound sharper, the feelings more intense. Imagine your financial success is really happening right now. Even if you don't see a clear image, focus on how it feels to live and breathe in this moment of financial abundance. Feel it with every part of your being. Tune into the other senses and start to feel the sensations of joy, freedom, and security that come with a state of abundance. Become aware of where in your body you feel these sensations most strongly. This is your somatic intelligence at work. Every action you take is rooted in a feeling from this intelligence. The more aware you are of these feelings, the more control you have over them. You can amplify them, release them, or use them to drive yourself towards financial success and prosperity. So, become familiar with these feelings right now by pointing to the part of your body where you feel these sensations the strongest. Now, I want you to notice that as you focus on this feeling of financial abundance, a color starts to emerge. As this color represents the energy of wealth and prosperity. What is that color? The first one that comes to your mind. See it clearly in your mind's eye, bright and radiant. With every breath you take in, imagine you're inhaling this color. Feel it filling every cell of your body with the energy of financial success. As you breathe in this color, imagine it spreading through your chest, your arms, your legs, filling your entire being with the power of prosperity. Inhale that color deeply, feeling it infuse your body with the energy of abundance. And as you exhale, release any feelings of scarcity, doubt, or financial limitation. Allow them to dissolve into the air as you exhale. With each breath, you're becoming more aligned with the energy of wealth. You are drawing that color deeper into your body, letting it imprint wealth, prosperity, and financial freedom into every cell. You are becoming a magnet for money, effortlessly attracting financial opportunities with every breath. Let that color grow brighter with each inhale. As it becomes more vivid, feel your connection to abundance growing stronger. Imagine that this color is transforming any remaining resistance or limiting beliefs about money, replacing them with confidence, clarity, and certainty that wealth is your natural state. Now, take a moment to reflect on how this color feels in your body. How does it change the way you feel about money? Does it make you feel empowered, open, ready to receive? Breathe into that sensation, allowing it to grow and expand. Now that you've connected to the feeling of abundance, let's deepen this connection through rhythmic breathing. 3, 2, 1. Exhale and in. 2, 3. As you breathe in, imagine you're drawing in the energy of wealth. 4. Feel that color that represents prosperity and wealth to you, filling you up with every single breath. 3, 4. You're breathing in abundance, filling every part of your body with financial power and opportunity. Inhale abundance, and with every breath, feel it multiplying within you. Exhale resistance. 3, 4. Let the rhythm of your breath take over. 4, 2, 3, 4. Keep breathing in that color of financial success. And with each exhale, let go of anything that holds you back from receiving abundance. 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. If you find it difficult to maintain the rhythm, or if it becomes too intense, simply return to normal breathing for a moment, and then gently get back into the rhythm when you're ready. Remember, the rhythm is more important than the breath. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Now double the intensity of these positive feelings. Imagine how it would feel to live each day with a sense of financial security and empowerment. Let these feelings, these sensations in your body grow stronger with each breath. Breathe in that color that represents your financial success, becoming the true master of your breath and your financial destiny. 2, 3, 4. Fill every cell of your body with this vital energy, releasing any resistance, any tension. 2, 3, 4. So let's get ready for the breath retention. 3, 2, 1. Now take a deep breath all the way in, and then breathe the air fully out, and hold your breath after a full exhalation. As life is just a series of inhales and exhales, in this moment, press pause on your breath and press pause on life. This is your time to clear the clutter from your mind, to reset and reassemble your thoughts, aligning your subconscious mind with your vision for financial abundance and prosperity. Feel yourself becoming completely still and connected to a deeper sense of inner peace, a peace that radiates within you, bringing clarity and focus. As you start to feel that initial big urge to breathe, you feel that energy sensation moving the base of your spine. In your mind, start counting down from 10 to 0. And with each count, allow yourself to go slightly beyond the comfort zone, embracing the warmth and tingly sensation. Just going slightly beyond the comfort zone, this is where the growth happens. It's a metaphor for life. Now feel the energy rising from the base of your spine, like a force of prosperity ready to move through you. And when you feel you cannot hold your breath any longer, take a small sip of air in, breathe back out and hold again. You can repeat this once or twice more to maximize the state. Remember, just like in life, when you push slightly beyond your comfort zone, this is where growth and transformation happens. Then, when you cannot hold your breath any longer, after 3, 2, 1, take a deep breath fully in, contract up the pelvic floor, squeeze the sphincter muscles and send this energy spiraling up like an electric light from your roots to the top of your head. That's right, and hold your breath and notice yourself filling up with this light. The energy of abundance and wealth that aligns with your highest goals. Hold this sensation of empowerment, feeling it become one with you, within you, radiating around you. And now, when you feel you cannot hold your breath any longer, gently release your breath with a hum. As you release with the hum, feel the vibration spreading through your body, resonating with the energy of abundance. And again, taking a deep breath in and hum. One more time, take a deep breath in and hum. And then return to normal breathing, feeling the sensation of peace and prosperity expanding throughout your entire being. Reflect on how this connection to financial abundance will change your life, bringing you more wealth, security, and the ability to connect with others in ways that are meaningful and fulfilling. Now imagine you're walking towards a magic room. This room holds a giant subconscious computer, a powerful supercomputer that represents your unconscious mind. This supercomputer has the ability to answer any question you ask it, and the answers it gives are always truthful and immediate, coming from the deepest parts of your unconscious mind. As you approach the room, the supercomputer lights up, ready to assist you. You begin asking the questions that will guide you towards your financial success. The first impressions you receive from these questions will create a new movie in your mind. And these impressions will come from your subconscious, the part of your mind that knows what you truly desire. So asking the following questions. Why is it important to you to become a money magnet? What is driving your desire to attract wealth effortlessly into your life? What kind of person do you wish to be when you have fully embraced financial freedom and abundance? What are the values you embody as someone who attracts wealth naturally? How does this version of you handle money? And how do you use it to create an even greater impact in the world? Take a moment to let the answers flow naturally from the supercomputer. As you receive these impressions, they begin to create a new movie in your mind. This movie shows you living the life of financial success in full alignment with your goals. Now change the channel to this new movie in your mind's eye. Tune into what financial success looks, feels, sounds, and tastes like to you. See what you'd see in this life of financial prosperity. Is it freedom, the ability to travel, support your loved ones, and live a life of luxury? Feel what you'd feel as a person who naturally attracts wealth, confidence, security, empowerment. Hear what you'd hear as you experience financial success. Perhaps the sound of new opportunities, deals being made, or celebrations of abundance. Turn up the dial on these sensations. Make the colors in the movie more vivid, the sounds clearer, and the feelings stronger. You are living this reality right now. Feel the power of financial success surging through your body as you embrace the energy of wealth. Now, notice where you feel these sensations of abundance in your body, and point to where you feel them most strongly. And now, notice the first color that comes to mind that represents those feelings of wealth and prosperity. See it clearly in your mind's eye. As you start to breathe in a rhythm, imagine that with every inhale, you're breathing in that color of abundance, filling every cell in your body with this powerful energy. Each breath fills you with more and more financial power and clarity. So now let's get ready to breathe in a rhythm. 3, 2, 1. Exhale and in. 2, 2. Breathing in, 2, and letting go. 2. Breathing in, 2, and letting go. That's right. In, 2, 2. In, 2. Feel yourself in sync with the rhythm of the music and the flow of abundance in the universe. 2. With each breath, you're bringing this color of wealth deeper into your being, aligning yourself even more with the energy of prosperity. 2. In, 2. 2. In, 2. 2. In, 2. 2. As you breathe in that color of financial abundance into every cell of your being, imagine you are turning up the dial on these sensations of wealth, security, and prosperity. Feel the energy growing stronger with every inhale and exhale. That's right. In, 2. Turn up the dial. Amplify the sensations of financial freedom with every breath you take. In and out. That's right. Keep breathing. Keep connecting to that rhythm. The rhythm of your breath to the rhythm of life. 2. Breathe in the color of abundance and let go of any tension, any resistance. 2. No force, no pressure, just effortless flow. 2. In, 2. 2. In, 2. 2. In, 2. 2. So let's get ready for the breath retention. 3, 2, 1. Take a deep breath all the way in and breathe all the air out. Now hold your breath after full exhalation. As you hold your breath, go deep within your own mind, where the answers to the great mysteries of your financial life reside. Imagine as you hold your breath in this moment of stillness, the energy of financial success and abundance is being tuned to every cell of your being. Notice the tingly sensations around your body as this new energy of wealth penetrates every cell. Feel the power of financial success circulating within you right now. And then, when you feel you cannot hold your breath any longer, and you begin to feel the energy growing within you, those warm sensations in your abdomen and lower back, acknowledge that energy rising. Notice the twitch in your diaphragm and the gentle contractions. See if you can push slightly beyond your comfort zone. And in your mind, count down slowly from 10 to 0. When you reach 0, or when you cannot possibly hold your breath any longer, take a deep breath in, pull up the pelvic floor and the sphincter muscles. Send this energy up and up through your spine, up through your body, and into your midbrain, illuminating you to this frequency of wealth. That's right, hold your breath and imagine this energy as a beam of electric light radiating out in all directions, like you're a frequency generator, beaming your signal out into the universe, connecting with the flow of financial abundance. Now hold your breath for as long as it's comfortable. And then gently release with a hum. Feel the vibration of this hum resonate through your entire body, amplifying the energy of wealth. And again, take a deep breath in, hold and release with a hum. And again, take a deep breath in, hold and release with a hum. Now, return to normal breathing, allowing yourself to reflect on how this money magnet mindset will change your life, bringing you more wealth, security, and the ability to create a life of financial freedom and abundance. Now you've created this great vision for your financial life, discovering who you truly want to be, embodying wealth and financial freedom, and creating a legacy of abundance. Sometimes, as we create these grand visions, some icky feelings or stuck feelings can arise in the body. These can be doubts, fears, or limiting beliefs that have been programmed into you over time. So imagine now that you're changing the channel of the movie in your mind. You're stepping again into that magic room with the subconscious supercomputer. This time, ask yourself the following questions. Do you fully believe that you are worthy of financial success and abundance? Is there still a little bit of self-doubt lingering in the background? Do you truly believe you deserve to live a life of wealth and prosperity? Maybe at some point in your past, somebody told you that you couldn't achieve your financial goals. The wealth wasn't for you, or the money was hard to come by. Perhaps those words made you feel like you didn't belong in the world of financial success. So, what are your fears? What are your doubts? Allow these thoughts to come to the surface. Imagine there's a movie playing in your mind, showing you those moments of self-doubt, fear, and limitation. And then notice the sensations that appear in your body right now as you watch these doubts unfold, the niggling feelings of blocks that have held you back from financial success. It's time for you to finally break free from these limitations. Notice where you feel these sensations in your body. Is it in your chest, your stomach, your throat? Take a moment to point with your finger to the exact place in your body where you feel these blocks right now. Now the first impression, if these sensations had a color that represents these feelings of doubt, fear and limitation, what would be that color? Let the answer come to you naturally, the first thing that comes to mind. Now imagine that the universe or a higher power, whatever name you have for that energy from which we all came, gave you a new color. This color has the power to dissolve and release the stuck energy of doubt, fear, and limitation from your body. What is that new color? What's the first impression that comes to mind? Now, as you begin to breathe in a rhythm, imagine that you're breathing in that new color, that higher energy, into every cell of your being, especially into the area of your body where you felt those blocks and doubts. With every inhale, you're dissolving and disintegrating these limitations, releasing them from your body once and for all. So let's begin to breathe in a rhythm. 3, 2, 1. Exhale and in. 2, 3, 4. Out. As you continue to breathe, imagine you're breathing in and letting go into your heart. 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3. Feeling any resistance that's lingering in the area of your heart to begin to soften and dissolve. 2. Breathe into your heart, and as you exhale, let go of any tension. 3, 4. Imagine that with every breath, you're filling yourself up with the light of abundance, dissolving and releasing any remaining doubt or limitation once and for all. That's right. 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. In. Keep breathing. Keep connecting with this rhythm. 4. Charge yourself up with the positive light of abundance, wealth, and success. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4. 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 In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4.
You are truly a miracle of life. You are worthy of financial success. You are more than enough. You have everything you need to receive infinite health, wealth, abundance, and prosperity. They are already yours. So just keep breathing, keep trusting. 4, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4. Out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3. Yes, going deeper, faster, stronger. Making a sound on every exhale. Yes, release, letting go. Breathing in, letting go. That's right. 2. In, 2, 2. Breathing in trust and breathing out doubt. 2. In, 2, 2. Breathing in courage and breathing out fear. That's right. In, 2, 2. 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 In, 2. Now, faster rhythm. Let's go. Full power. Breathing in that light into every cell of your being. We're almost there, that's right. Now, get ready for the breath retention. 3, 2, 1. Now take a deep breath all the way in. Squeeze, pulling up the pelvic floor muscles. Hold. And then let go. So allow your breath to come to a natural state of stillness, where you no longer need to breathe in or out. And this is a moment of stillness, a pause, where you're accessing the life force energy from your higher power, entering every cell of your being, This energy is releasing any final tension or resistance, filling you with the light of courage, strength, and positive action. When you start to feel the big urge to breathe, see if you can override that first urge. Go slightly beyond your comfort zone again. And this is where the breakthroughs happen. Growth comes when we go beyond what's comfortable. Imagine you're making a breakthrough right now. Just like in life, breaking through financial barriers is where the magic happens, where abundance begins to flow freely. And when you feel this energy building inside of you, and you can no longer hold your breath, take a deep breath in and send that energy spiraling up and up and up, like a vortex of pure, radiant light energy into your midbrain. It's illuminating your mind to the higher power of wealth, success, and abundance. So pull up the sphincter muscles in the pelvic floor, contracting and sending this energy upwards, and hold this energy in, this radiant light. Feel yourself as a transmitter of this energy, filled with light and financial prosperity. And keep holding your breath until you feel an urge to breathe. And now release with a hum. Let that vibration of the hum spread through your entire being, amplifying this connection to wealth and abundance. Take another deep breath in, and again hum. One more time, take a deep breath in, and letting go of the hum. As you come back to normal breathing, reflect on your journey so far. Notice how much lighter, freer, and more empowered you feel. You are now fully connected to your money magnet mindset, and you're now ready to continue expanding and radiating this energy wherever you go. And now, as you return to normal breathing, enjoy this deep sense of bliss that radiates through you and within you and around you. Reflect on how becoming a money magnet, a person who effortlessly attracts wealth and abundance, will truly transform your life. Imagine the freedom and prosperity that will flow into your daily existence, creating financial security, confidence, and the ability to live life on your own terms. Now, take a moment to consider how these changes will affect those around you, your family, your friends. Imagine how your newfound abundance and success will inspire and empower them. See the ripple effect of your financial success spreading out into the world, uplifting those around you, and in turn, helping them achieve their goals and desires. And through this ripple effect, more and more people will begin to experience true financial freedom and success, making the world a more abundant and prosperous place. And recognize how you've become a part of this positive change, a catalyst for growth, prosperity, and the financial evolution of our planet. And through your own success, you are contributing to the transformation and betterment of the world, helping create a reality where wealth is shared, valued, and celebrated. Now gradually bring your awareness back to the present moment. carry with you this deep sense of relaxation and connection to the energy of abundance. That's right. And as you leave this experience today, know that you shall do so with a new sense of positive energy, fully connected to the flow of financial prosperity and abundance. When you're ready, after 3, coming back into full awareness. After 2, becoming more and more present in your body. And 1, becoming fully present, opening your eyes, feeling completely grounded, centered, and fully in control of your financial destiny. So much love and positive energy to your success. Peace.
So coming back slowly, taking your time. Yes. Taking your time slowly. That was quite a powerful experience. So I invite you just to get grounded. Just become aware of your breath. And just reflect on what you just went through just now together. Amazing, great feedback. Beautiful. Amazing feedback here. So, if anyone's called to share anything that they just went through, we can now, in a moment, I'll give you some time as you're all coming back round to make sure you have a place where you can write down ideas, a piece of paper or a notepad, and you can write down all your ideas or your visions or your inspirations, all the blocks that may have come up, because whenever we do these sorts of manifesting rituals, which they really are what we're doing here, that sometimes blocks come up, the resistance, the icky feelings. So make note of that as well. These are the true dominant thoughts that are driving your life. Okay, you feel in your soma, your somatic intelligence. That's what we have to clear to break free, right, and get into that divine flow. So be aware of that if there's any blocks like that have come up. And I invite you to work with a one-on-one with a transformational coach, SOMA Breath, transformational coach, certified, who can help clear those blocks, right? They can help clear those roots, and find someone who's, you resonate with. We have so many of them in the community you can work with who can help you with that, because that's what is the missing piece. That's once you break through that, everything changes. So I'm just gonna wait. We have one person here who's gonna share. Doesn't have their name, but I'm just gonna unmute you, and then I'm gonna explain to you about a. Now, if you feel called to actually be somebody who can help people transform, heal, break free, if that's an inner calling that you have, right, then I want to just tell you that right now we're in a time where there's a lot of people who need help, right, support. We're in a very kind of turbulent time, right now in society with all the things that are going on, right? There's a lot of people on shaky financial ground too. And if you're somebody who feels you can actually step up and help people, right, but maybe missing the education, and let me tell you, the education can help you make that first step into that. You need the education, right? Now, in my own journey, I had to find a way to heal myself with chronic illness. I was very sick, and I also had to find a way to get my stuff out to the world once I had finally healed myself. And I had to learn all the ropes of creating a business, creating a program, and I had to go through some crazy adventures to come up with SOMA Breath, right? I have a long story, I don't want to bore you with it, but it's been quite a challenge, and I've spent loads of money on retreats and trainers and mentors and workshops and programs and courses, and I've done so many of them to upgrade my knowledge, my education. So what I've done now with SOMA Breath is try and put that all into one system that you can use to fast track that education. So that is our certification programs. And we have a special offer for you because we've been here for a long time. I thought I'll give it to you right now. You can get in now for 20% off, right? So if you book a call from after this and talk to one of our experts, and you really want to like get the education to then create a wellness program, a business of your own, right? And we've done a lot of the hard work, right, for you by creating the system. This is going to help you get the brains, the education, the knowledge, the wisdom that you can then go on to create your own incredible schools of transformation, run your own retreats, take people on incredible transformations yourself, and add your own modalities to it. That's kind of what I've done, right? I've put together pieces of different things that I've experienced, put the best things together, create a modality. So if you really want to learn how to do that, get the education to do that, but also become a transformation coach with our modality, then check out that offer that we got there. So Monica's just pasted it in the link, and you can get going with that. Brilliant. But now I'm going to bring on iPhone to this conversation to share, and then if anyone also has any questions about our programs or anything, I'm going to be staying on for this because we need to make an impact in the world. That's what we want, and we need more people like you. So here we go. iPhone.
Okay, I'm not iPhone. My name is Eugenia. Spanish
Eugenia.
name Eugenia.
Beautiful name.
Eugenia. Jenny. Eugenia.
Jenny.
And
Lovely.
and this was most magical. And thank you, because I am in Ibiza. By pure luck, I come to another retreat.
Amazing.
And yes, by luck, I don't miss the link. And this has been the most amazing session ever. Just for I was wanting, which is to break free of my block to financial abundance.
Yes.
And I was feeling deeply my block of guilt. Physically, I always have it in my chakra, in my heart chakra, but in the back.
Yeah.
I was feeling it really, and this was the most powerful. And although I still have a lot of work to do, maybe through this process you say with facilitators, I can say this is the real thing. This is the thing when breathing. Although I don't know because what happened to me is my block comes that when I was imagining luxury, that I was, for example, imagining, I was feeling I will have a house in Ibiza, but now it's like a crazy dream. But I was feeling guilty. Oh, how can I wish that? There's a lot of poor people. You have to take the money from this house and give it to the poor people. But somehow this, I don't know. I feel you have find a way to help the world and to make something good and also to have a good life for yourself. And I think you're an inspiration. And I think, I really think SOMA Breath is the most amazing. And I have your application. I have the SOMA Breath application. I'm with you, but I was never having the opportunity to feel the real power. So now I'm feeling like I want to become an instructor, which is a crazy thing because I'm a writer. Maybe what I should do is to finally publish my book because I'm a published writer and a novelist. But what you are doing is so powerful. So it's both greeting you, thanking you, and the question is how to overcome this pain in the back and this guilt, you say, through more breath work, and how to find a way to have riches and luxury in your life, but being able not to feel guilty and to help the world and to help the poor people and to help make the world a better place. And really, it was amazing.
Fantastic. Thank you so much for sharing. And you're in Ibiza. That's already you're very blessed already, right? So the first
because I think and I like to Ibiza and immediately think about you because I don't know, but you were in Ibiza sometime. I don't know whether you are in Ibiza now.
I still live there. Yeah, that's still my home.
And I thought, wow, what a place! I want to live here.
is a beautiful place. So a lot of this starts with peace of mind, right, which is the most important thing to manifest is peace of mind. More than abundance, wealth, richness, all that stuff. If you have peace of mind, right, it doesn't matter. Love can come and go, money can come and go, you'll be okay, right? So gratitude is the precursor for peace of mind. Like gratefulness, gratitude, the fact that you're in Ibiza is already a blessing, right? It's amazing. And here's the thing, right? The world is imperfectly perfect how it is. This is the golden rule. If you try and make the world perfect, you'll never have peace of mind, because it's impossible. It's impossible to do it, right? It's never going to happen, because that's not what life's about. Life's about the yin and the yang, the darkness and the light, right? It's the whole journey. And when you go through the darkness, you understand the light. So that's been my blessing too. I went through the dark, the intense dark, came out the other side. So I've stopped trying this crazy irrational idea of trying to change the whole world, right? Buddha says all you need to do is just take care of your garden, right? It's so true. Look after your garden, look after 200 feet in front of you or meters in front of you. That's all you can really do, right? Make that great. The golden rule, do unto others as you expect to be done to yourself. So, just be kind, compassionate, and enthusiastic about life, and just care for the people, serve the people around you, and then watch the magic of that butterfly effect flow, because that magic is the best flow ever, right? So that's what I focused on doing, and a big part of that was gratitude. The second part was forgiveness, letting go of the past, because I knew there was no peace of mind if I kept blaming my parents and my mum for everything when it wasn't her fault. She was working her butt off for us to survive. Super grateful for all the shit she went through, the sacrifice she went through for me, right? So forgiveness, forgiveness for your own self, right? A lot of people don't forgive themselves for things that have happened in the past. That's why they don't have peace of mind, right? And then you start to attract people. Once you start to achieve peace of mind first, that's the baseline. Make peace with the past, your present situation, right? Even your own birth trauma through breathwork, right? So, we can't change the fact that we may have been born in a sterile hospital ward, or your mum had a complication or anything like that. We can't help that. That just happened, right? That's the past. But with the breath, we can rewire it. It doesn't have to be our hardwired programming. We can change that. That's the power of the breath. And we're so blessed that we have this tool. We can rewire that trauma that may have happened. And other traumas. Everyone has traumas. We all have different levels of trauma in our life. It's inevitable. So we're always getting a little bit of trauma, right? Just taking risks can be traumatic, right? It can end up in sticky situations. But here's the thing. Each one of those moments actually gives you lessons, right? And those lessons give you wisdom. So when you accumulate enough wisdom, right, you start to flow in life, because you stop doing stupid shit, right? That's the magic of growing up and getting older and wiser. And so here's the thing, a lot of you, different age groups, different backgrounds, it's never too late at all, right, to completely crush it. And lots of people do, even, in their 50s, 60s. So you just got to first have the baseline of peace of mind, right? And then abundance starts to flow. And you don't need to be stinking rich. Okay, I'm in Dubai, I'm surrounded by extremely wealthy people. Not all of them are people I'd want to be. I wouldn't trade my life for theirs at all, because I don't want all that material shit, and they have a lot of stress and keeping up appearances and other shit that goes, and baggage goes with having loads of money, right? The more successful I've got, the bigger the company I've got, the more I go away from peace of mind. So I'm always trying to figure out, how do I maintain this, right? Do I really want to have this mass company, or do I want to give some of it away so others can scale it, so I can, be more focused on what I love to do? Because there's nothing worse than creating a prison for yourself of abundance, right? And some people do that. They become so abundant in the wrong path, they make themselves into a prison for themselves that they can't escape from, and then they wonder, why did I even do that? And why go down that path in the first place? So these are the things that I've learned, and most important thing is the quest for striving for peace of mind, and it starts with the breath. Understanding the body affects your mental state more than anything, your health, right? Health is wealth. Health is wealth. Remember that line, health is wealth. So focus on your health. Do what you can to upgrade that. The SOMA Breath is the complete system that can upgrade that. We've had people go from chronic autoimmune diseases, change that in 21 days, during the 21-day awakening journey. I get testimonials from my transformational coaches telling me the lives they've impacted and changed every day. That feeling is beyond belief. People with diseases, people with relationship breakdowns, marriage problems, abundance blocks, all of these things can be changed with the breath, right? SOMA breath. So anyway, I went on a bit of a rant there, but that's my message to you, Ginny. So keep going, believe in yourself.
Thank
You got
you,
it.
thank you, thank you.
Thank you.
Gratitude, my
Gratitude.
love and
Yeah.
gratitude.
Gracias. Gracias, Eugenia.
Gracias.
Thank
Gracias.
you.
Thank you. Let's bring on Holly. Hello.
Hi, how are you? Thank you.
Hi.
First of all, namaste. Thank you so much. This was incredible.
Good. Yes.
I kept feeling in my heart, which I expected to feel blocked there, but I didn't. I kept feeling a pulse and a joy in my heart in what you took us through in the breathing and the journey. I left everything behind. I had no questions in my head. I wasn't in my head. I kept feeling in my heart. I kept feeling in my solar plexus. It's just an incredible feeling of hope and love and possibility. And my goal is to spread love and joy, to be love and light, to give more love and light out into the world. And I'm interested in facilitating retreats. So you said this is something you guys do.
Yes.
I feel that so much of what you're saying is resonating with me. I feel so calm. I felt really warm when we were doing the breathing, and I kept touching my head. I felt like I was just warm everywhere.
Beautiful.
It's an incredible feeling. It's so healing for me. And you mentioned autoimmune. I relate to so much of what you're saying, and fascinated by the healing of with the mother and all of that. So
Yeah.
I just want to say thank you. I don't know my words right now. I feel such immense gratitude. I can't quite put it into a big sentence, fancy sentence,
Wow.
but I just feel very grateful.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing. So, yeah, we do facilitate retreats, SOMA Breath retreats, but we also have a certification where we teach you all of these methods that we're doing right now. But we also have instructors, coaches come to our retreats to then learn how to facilitate the retreats. The retreats are some of the most powerful things because it's in person with me. Some trainings are with our instructors, our best instructors leading it, and the transformation coaching ones are with me, and they're so life changing for many people. So, if you are interested in doing that, we do have retreats. If you go to the events section on the SOMA Breath website, go in there, you'll see all the information on retreats. But is this your first time doing SOMA Breath?
This is my first time doing this. Yeah, this is very unique and different from regular breath work.
I love the first timers.
Yeah, I do practice
great.
meditation and breathing, but and getting in touch with the body. I have some level of experience, but the way you're presenting it is very unique, and it's
Amazing.
resonating. Yeah,
Beautiful.
it's powerful. Yeah, I
Yeah.
knew when you started talking about the mother in the womb, and for me, that's something that I've been very drawn to is getting in touch with the ancestral healing. I know that there's
Yes.
no moving forward without that. So that
Yes.
was really powerful. The fact you use I do Reiki too, and the fact that you're doing the perineal tightening, I was like, wow, this is powerful. Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm feeling what you're putting down. So thank you.
Great. Well, check out the app and all the instructor classes, log on to the events, and get a feel for all the different things we have on offer. That'd be great.
Okay.
Thank you so
Thank
much
you
for
so
sharing, Holly.
Blessings.
Thank you, Holly. thank you, and I hope I will see you soon in the program. Yes, you will be an amazing instructor, I'm sure.
For sure. She have a great voice for meditation.
Yes, love it.
Okay.
Okay, so
Thank
I just need to put Diana because, of course, Diana wants to say hello. Here you go. Okay, Diana, we are listening. Hello, darling. You need to unmute yourself. So let's see if we can hear your voice because your mic will kind of been weird the last, now she's frozen.
Okay, let's put on Duarte. Duarte,
Yes.
we'll come back to Diana. Let's put on Duarte. Because we need to have a guy. We need to have a guy.
Hello.
I'm sorry. I didn't want to put the video on because my house is a little mess, but
Don't worry, we're not judging.
Yeah, I'm really sorry and I liked it very much, and I can tell you that since I'm very, very young, I've been in contact with meditation and yoga and a lot of things with Buddhism and retreats, a lot of things. And there was this kind of recent time, it was the second time, because I had it before when I was younger. There was a period in my life that I tried to disconnect with the Buddhism and all those things because I'm Portuguese and I was raised very traditionally, and it messed up a lot with my head. And I thought, like, now I know what I want, and I don't care about these things, and I'm going to do as everybody else around me or whatever. After, I don't know if it got to 1 year the first time, but I was just needing to go back to that. And then I started, this was around 16, 17, when I was around that. And I continued studying and doing all my life and everything, and with some Buddhism, of course, and some meditation and everything. And for, I don't know, a couple of years ago, I didn't stop it, but I decreased a lot the connection with these kind of things. To the point that, I don't know, a few months, not even 1 year maybe ago, I was really bad healthy with my health, in my back I was feeling bad, my shoulders, I broke once here, something, and it creates a lot of tension everywhere. And just a few days ago, I put it in my mind, a couple of weeks more or less, not just 2 or 3 days. I put it in my mind that I really have to commit to myself and to my health and to my body and to bring it back, because I know how I was. And this session, it started a little bit to bring those little pains that you talk about. I feel, I'm sorry, I love your guidance and everything, but as I have already so many things before, there are some things that I adjust just to myself, and I do it similarly, but my way. I had already read a little bit about the SOMA. I never tried. It was my first time. I even had a schedule call that I was in Portugal, now I'm living in Belgium, and at that time I didn't got the call with an instructor from Sweden, but it doesn't matter. Since then I was thinking, because this feels really a call for me, like helping people and being better myself. But right now, I know that I won't start like tomorrow or in a few days, but I think this can be a path for me. I really think, because I need that. And I remember 15 years ago, even 20 maybe, starting to think this. People, they don't need money. It's not a problem at all. I think I used to say money, it should be like oxygen. You don't even need to care if you're breathing or not. You just have it. The only thing that you have to worry about is where it comes from, how it comes, like the oxygen, if it's quality or not. Because if you're not bringing
happy money
oxygen,
versus,
it can bring you.
Yeah.
So
fully
I
right.
think it makes a lot.
Yes,
So
yes.
I just wanted to
Yeah,
share
my
this.
friend is a guy called Ken Honda, and he wrote a book called Happy Money.
Happy
And it's a
Money.
very good book called Happy Money. Ken Honda is a best-selling author from Japan.
Ken Honda.
Great
Can
book,
you
and
just
it's all
type it in a
about.
message here? Sorry.
Yeah. Ken Honda is a great book. I really recommend it. He's a lovely person as well, and his book is called Happy Money, and it's all about what you just said. Like, there's quality money and bad quality money, right? And some people make money in a bad way, and it makes them miserable.
Abundance is that. It's we don't need even the money. We created the money. It's our humankind. There wasn't money before money existed. So abundance and richness and money now makes part of it, but it's not the problem. The problem is our minds and our way that we deal with it. And nowadays, there's so many things going on from 10 years ago, I don't know, a lot of years ago, that people started to understand the secrets, kind of some things that were a little bit more locked up, and people understood, oh, if I do the things this way, things unlock themselves. But there are some people that try to take advantage from that and created a lot of schemes around it and everything. So here I feel safe, but there are places that you have to be careful. But I'm sorry, I'm sharing, but
no, you're right. You're very right. Thank you for sharing, Duarte. Beautiful, man. Appreciate it.
Grazie, grazie Miguel. Grazie. Grazie.
Thank you.
Ciao.
Yes. Ciao.
Okay.
Who's next? One more person?
No.
And then we'll close it up.
Cecily,
Cecily?
are you there? You just need to unmute.
Yes, I am here. Can you hear me? Oh, wait, do you want to hold him? Sorry, I just passed my baby off to my husband. I was so excited. This is the first time I've caught a SOMA Breath live. I've done a few of the, through emails that were recorded that you could catch back up on. It was so powerful. I've done a lot of different types of breath work. You can hear me, right?
Yep.
Okay, sorry. So many different types. But like the heat I felt in my body today and like the movement was unique and it was so powerful. And I have a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old and a baby. So like motherhood has been a huge shift in my like life journey. I feel like it was a part of my awakening. I wish desperately I had like done more work on myself before I became a mom, but that's just not how it was. And I think that happens to a lot of moms. And I feel this really deep calling to figure out how to help moms, especially in Western cultures. I feel like what we're expected to do as mothers and like the way we're taught parenting has degraded and we're really lost and struggling, and it can be seen in the mental health of mothers. A lot of depression, a lot of anxiety, a lot of marriages, like, and families breaking up. And it's like, how can you help a mom that's like alone, that's got resentment for her partner, that is struggling, that has no sleep? Like, is there anything that can reach her? Because that was me. Is there anything that can be done while she's in that space? And the answer finally came about a year ago, and it was breathwork. And breathwork has been transforming my life. And I'm so excited to keep going down this journey and to bring it specifically to mothers that are like in the pit. Because I feel like a lot of wisdom for women has been lost because, well, I'm not going to get into that, but just the shifts in societies over time. And like, while I was doing this session, what was really special to me is I had my baby on me. He was nursing. It was a contact nap. And he woke up during the middle of it. I changed his nap. I moved to a different spot. My cat came over. I looked in her eyes. And in the past, being interrupted felt like I was losing out, like I couldn't join these things that I wanted to do, like breathwork sessions, because I was a mom, because I had distractions. And learning to flip the script and be like, this is my life. The cat's coming again. This is my reality. And it actually makes it more powerful. It's so cool because I did the whole session again while changing a diaper and like staring into my baby's eyes or noticing my cat come over, like actually made my mental state like go deeper instead of having that fear of like, oh, now I'm losing out. Now I can't change. Now I can't have a transformative experience. And the music is so powerful. Thank you so much for creating this music. I think now I'm going to risk wandering, but I just wanted to say thank you. That was amazing.
Wow, thank you so much. This really means a lot. So, wow. So, were you asking me that question? What can I, was it really breathwork made that much of an impact because of the situation you're in? You were saying you were single mother, had big problems in relationship, all that. You're saying breathwork was the thing that lifted you out of that?
Yeah.
Wow. And was
Yeah.
it, and when did you start doing SOMA Breath?
I first found other breath work a year ago. So SOMA Breath, it has not been very long. 6 months.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, I can't believe how fast the shifts are with the first thing I learned about was somatic body movement and then breath work and then soma, and it's just been like building. My life feels like an exponential curve. It's crazy.
Fantastic. That's good to know. So you're in the right path.
I feel it deeply, and I'm like, this needs to be brought to all the struggling mothers of the earth.
Yes.
We need it so bad.
We do. We
So
need
bad.
it. We need...
And to bring our children into it, to learn how to do it around them so they see, that it's important and they get those. I don't know. I feel like my oldest had some trauma, and it's like I've even seen that shift like in his play themes through play therapy. It's really cool.
Yeah. See, this is the thing. Once you heal your own past and make peace with it, it affects other people around you. And that's the most amazing thing, especially the ones closest to you.
Yeah.
So very powerful. So thank you so much for sharing, Cecily. I think
Thank
we're
you.
coming towards the end now. And I'm
Thank
going
you,
to
Cecily.
just...
Beautiful sharing. I can resonate too.
Yes.
I had twins.
Wow.
So I know what you mean.
Intense.
Yeah.
Intense.
Super intense.
Beautiful. So yeah, there's a lot of wisdom. There's a lot of wisdom from the past that has been lost, right? Like having doulas deliver babies. This isn't what we do anymore. So these little details, what's happening is that there's a resurgence of it. Thanks to things like the internet, more and more people have become aware of the old traditions. And so this is coming back in an amazing way. And that wisdom's being integrated more now into this reality. So things are changing. I'm really optimistic about the future. I think the world's going to keep getting better. It has to go a little bit yin and yang for a bit dark, and then it gets to the light. But I really believe, we've been here before many times in our lives, I'm sure. In the past, we've all been through turbulent situations and got through it, right? I really believe that when the pendulum swings one side to the dark, it inevitably will swing to the other side, to the light, because it's always a pendulum shifting. Life is just a pendulum. And when we get through those dark moments, we get into the light. And that's what SOMA Breath helps you do, is just get through those dark moments, see the light and swing into the light. That's really what we're doing with SOMA Breath, right? That's our real power. And what this community is brought together for is to help those people to swing into the light, all right? Turn the light back on. So this has been a really powerful experience. It's been really good. I'm so glad you all had such a powerful experience. So if you want to, maybe share this with the world, if you want to bring this forward to the world, maybe you want to add it on to something you're already doing, or if you want to go fully in and become a SOMA Breath transformational coach yourself, we do have this special offer for you. And I'd love Claudia to share a little bit about, her own little transformation using SOMA Breath and how she's built a career. Just to leave you some inspiration, because Claudia is a great example of abundance in action, right? She's a great testimony of it. So I'd love for her to share a little bit about that. And remember to download the app, SOMA Breath app. Stay tuned for so much more that's coming that way. And I really believe that we can all be abundant, and it just starts with gratitude, acceptance, and making peace. That's right.
Yes, that's exactly. So the first thing that I want to really invite you guys is to get deeper into the 21 days awakening journey with SOMA Breath. So we have this beautiful 4 weeks program. This is what really makes me become an instructor as well. When I get deep into this 4 weeks program, live with an instructor who were just like a group of people breathing together for 1 month, right? Very deep, very, very deep experiences and techniques, and where you will really understand the foundations. And I didn't really hesitate too much about becoming a SOMA Breath instructor, and I just jumped into the program. This was 2020, so very long time ago. Something that I really love about this technique as well is movement, in the somatic aspect. It's just not meditation. I was trying to meditate for so long, I never really felt it like I could. But the movement, the dancing, the raves, the static dance, everything that you can integrate with this beautiful method of rhythmical breathing is something very unique and very special, especially when you are completely disconnected from your body, that the way that it was before. And as I told you before in the meeting, it also was my healing, but much more was my mindset. What Niraj says is so true. When you just start thinking differently, when your nervous system is feeling safe with transformation, with growth, it will require time, it will require, commitment and practice, of course, but it's just magic how everything starts flowing and you are vibrating different things and possibilities, opportunities. You start meeting the correct people and everything flows because, again, you're thinking differently, right? And as a woman, there's so many women here in this room, but we have so many limitations about money, abundance, being able to be our own bosses, building companies. For me, it was a surprise how fast I was thinking differently in my way to become what I am right now. And it's the most incredible thing. And then again, with everything you have in the content and in the program, becoming an instructor, that is not only breathwork technique, it's also business marketing. Guys, we have so much to learn about that too. But always, oh, Nita's just gone. Okay, I will put myself only here. Yeah. When you start again feeling comfortable and safe with all of this information, right? Marketing, business, money, abundance, but at the same time, you're working with your physiology and your biology. Everything really flows much better. Then you will have more clarity on becoming, your own business, your own boss, what kind of business you want to have. It took me a while to understand my niche, but of course I was, navigating my own menopause as direct to me, and I want to really, be a rebel and scream into the world that we can do this naturally. So that is my niche now, become women navigating menopause and aging. But there's so many ways that you can find your own niche. Again, if you're a musician, you can do breath raves. If you are already a therapist, you can integrate breath work in already your consultations or build a new branch. If you are a coach, a life coach, if you are a health coach, if you are a psychologist, you can integrate breathwork in your work, right? You already have a community, it will be much easier. Maybe you are a lawyer, you work in tech and you want to completely change your life. Yes, you can. You will have the support as well in the community to do that, right? Because maybe you just don't feel that what you're doing is something that fulfill your life and you feel in the calling, right? That sense in your stomach. So, like Niraj says as well, the community is the cure. We support everyone's path, everyone's journey into become the best instructor that you will be. Of course, everyone will be amazing because, again, everyone is unique and you will bring this technique into your uniqueness. So my life changed because I was thinking differently, eating differently, moving differently, having conversations differently, new relationships, a different way to even communicate with people, to feel myself, my imposter syndrome, right? So many people have imposter syndrome, right? So again, guys, don't hesitate any longer. Like if you are like already feeling that calling, please just book a call with our sales team. But people in the sales team, believe me, guys, is the most caring, supporting people that are truly going to have a conversation with you to see if this is for you or not. And they will be honest, they will support you, they will give you payment plans if this is actually something that you need to do because it's, you're embracing it. So don't hesitate and book that call and meet these amazing people who are already, waiting for you to understand the process of this beautiful technique. And at the same time, maybe if you're not ready yet, jump into the 21 days awakening journey, go to any retreats that maybe you have around your house or around your town, another SOMA Breath instructor that are doing retreats, and you can find instructors near your home in the webpage as well. We have so many incredible instructors all over the world where you can experience, sessions live and online as well, right? Because we do online things too. Yes.
Amazing. Cool. So perfect. So I think that's a wrap. I think it's been an amazing call. We've been almost 2.5 hours.
Yes,
So
amazing. That's incredible. One
time
more
went
thing
so
that I
quick.
want to ask, Niraj, maybe you already have, I don't know if we can do, if we can say this, so maybe it's a surprise but we do have a new facilitator program, right?
Yeah,
Not
but
yet?
that'll be announced
Surprise!
later. Yeah,
Surprise, surprise,
yeah.
surprise. So stay tuned because we have surprises for you guys. Because this man, Niraj, is a creator, believe me. He creates like no one I've been ever able to be with. So he already creates an amazing opportunity for people. So stay tuned. That is why you need to follow our SOMA Breath app. Stay tuned because we have very, very interesting, cool, incredible news soon. For now, if you want to be with Niraj, Niraj will be in Austria in August. So
Yes.
go to the webpage and please book your spot because spots are really going very fast. And if you are navigating the instructor program and if you want to be in person, you have Brooke in London in March, you have Dustin in Austin in April, and soon you will have me, but I cannot say anything yet. Is coming soon too. Okay, so
Yes.
again, be curious. Okay, this has been amazing.
Yes.
It's been amazing.
It's been awesome.
Thank
So
you.
thank you everyone for staying. It's been like a lot of people still to the end, which is fantastic. Really cool
Yes.
feedback from everyone. So expect a lot more of this in the future where we're going to go really deep on, topics like abundance, right? Relationships, health, we're going to cover it all. So we're going to be doing webinars like this every month, different themes, where we're going to go deep, well, they're more like masterclasses where we go deep on a topic, subject, and help you all, have the best experience of life. So stay tuned for that.
Yes.
Get the app, and I'll see you there. And Austria is where we do the magic in person with me in the best venue in the world, Saalbachhof Hotel in the summer, up in the Alps. And it's my birthday on the 12th of August, and there's a total eclipse happening then on my birthday. So we can all do a special ritual together there on the Alps for that last day where we're together. All right?
It's the best experience ever, guys, to be with Niraj in a retreat. So just book it. It will be incredible. You will see how much satisfaction you will get. Okay, community, it was amazing again. See you next Sunday with Dustin, the Void. He is going to be the one leading us on Sunday. Tomorrow you have me in the app at 12 p.m. East. Don't miss it because we're going to be working our mask, the layers that we have that is pulling us back to have abundance and, live our life. So thank you, Niraj, again for this amazing session. Yeah.
So Joanna just asked, where do you find the details? I think you're talking about the retreat. So just go to somabreath.com, go to the events section. You'll see all the events there, events and retreats. You can also use Google. Type in SOMA Breath Austria 2026. You'll see the link come up there as well.
Yes.
But maybe Monica, if she's still there, she can post a link straight to it.
Monica already shared it. She's an amazing. Thank you, Monica, again, supporting always us. And let me tell you also that London with Brooke is almost sold out. You don't want to miss that amazing queen leading you because incredible. Okay, so there is a few spots left, I think, Brooke, maybe one or two, and just book it. So again, thank you, everyone. I love it. Love you all. Love your energy. Thank you for being every single Sunday, breathing together, loving together, expanding, and remember that community is the cure. So breathe. Yes, Only 2 left for London, guys. Already Brooke said in the chat. Okay, guys.
Amazing.
Love
Peace,
you
everyone.
all. Thank